Today I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't mind if the world spins faster, the music's louder. You're probably wondering a lot of questions right now, like for one, Nicole, what is on top of your head? That is a messy bun, okay? Long-haired girls know my struggle. And also two, why is there a scrunchie on your head? Leave that in freaking 2019. You know what? Scrunchies are comfortable, okay? These, not comfortable. I don't actually have a mirror, so I'm using my photo booth. You're probably also wondering what I'm getting ready for. Absolutely nothing. If you want a bun tutorial, don't ask me because I have no idea how to do a messy bun. Beautiful. I thought today while I'm doing my makeup, we can talk about college and that's really as much as I thought about what they don't tell you about college and my experience with everything. But the first thing I wanted to talk about is kind of like why I decided to graduate early. If you didn't know, I don't know why I put it on this hand when I'm left-handed. Does that look good? Hey guys, I'm done with my makeup. I'm graduating early. I'm graduating in December of 2024, which is this year. So my normal graduation date or whatever is May 2025. So I'm only graduating like a semester early. But one of the reasons I wanted to graduate early was just because I've been in school for 15 years now, okay? For a hot second. And I just am done with it. I don't want to be in school anymore. I don't want to have to worry about essays and tests and all this. Like, I want to get a job. I want to conquer the world. I felt like graduating early was the best decision for me. I also feel like it would be a good financial decision. Yeah. So now I'm gonna go through like a kind of a pros and cons list. My experience in college, and also understand that I go to a pretty small liberal arts school. It's not like the smallest. Like, you definitely don't know everybody in your graduating class. I don't go to a big, super big state school or anything. It's like a pretty small school. You know pretty much everyone like in your school, as far as like I'm in the journalism school. Like, as far as the arts and sciences buildings, the law school, like I don't know people really in those classes. Don't take everything I say as like a universal experience for college. This is just stuff that happens at my school. The first con I have is the money. Obviously, it's a very big financial decision if you want to go to college or not. And I feel like I chose a school that was pretty expensive. If you're looking at colleges, or if you're wanting to go to college or do a visit with a college, be looking at stuff like that. Like, am I going to afford this? Am I going to have $1 million in student loan debt when I get out because I couldn't afford this college actually? Because a lot of colleges will like actually give you a financial aid package or like give you more money if you just ask. That's a little hack for you. Definitely something to take into consideration. The next con is that you get to college and you kind of think, oh, like it's college now, everybody's gonna be so mature. No, all of you were in high school last year. There's gonna be people there that are not gonna be mature. There's gonna be people there that are stuck in their high school ways. There's gonna be high school people who click together. Don't think you're gonna get to college and everyone's gonna be super mature because you're in college now and they're gonna be the most sophisticated versions of themselves. Drama, friendship issues, which is like annoying, but you just have to learn to stay away from those people and do your own thing because you're awesome. The next con, and people might say this is like not a con. I think it's a con personally just because of my experience and what I went through. Alcohol and drugs is very accessible in college. People have fake IDs, people have plugs, people have people who are 21 who can get them alcohol. There's definitely people that are just in college to party. There are a lot of people that you're gonna meet that don't do that or do it like sometimes. I definitely think you have to have a healthy balance because if you get in cahoots with the wrong people, you gotta adjust, and it's very hard to do that, especially when you're like, what do I do? And also I want to say I'm not like judging anyone who does that. Like, you do you, that's completely fine. And there is underage drinking. There's gonna be underage drinking. It's college. I'm not saying that I never partook in that. Just think about that. Think about who you want to kind of like be friends with, I guess.
Another thing I want to say is that it's not like a bad thing. Well, like underage drinking. It's just something new and different that you have to navigate.
that's all I have for the cons list. That's definitely not all the cons. There are definitely so many more. I really just want to focus in this video about the pros because truly college is one of the best experiences that I've ever had. It's taught me a lot. The first pro I have is that there is kind of like a college bubble, and like it's not the same college bubble as the college bubble. This college bubble that I'm talking about is a mistakes bubble. I feel like there's two college bubbles. There's the one that you hear about all the time, which if you don't know, it's basically like, you know, when you're in college, you get all these resources, you get all this support from people, and then you get out of college and you don't have any of that. So that's the first college bubble that everyone knows about. The second one is the mistakes bubble. In college, it is a lot easier to recover from your mistakes just because I feel like people are a lot more forgiving because they realize that you're in college, you're still a kid, you're gonna make mistakes, you know? For one, classes. So classes, you can definitely make a lot of mistakes and learn from them, and there's not too many consequences. Like, this is the last time you'll be in school. If you get like a C in a class, it's not the end of the world. Then there's job bubble. I've learned so much about interviews, about job applications, about everything like that, and I've definitely made mistakes before as far as like jobs go, but now I know for the future like to not make those mistakes. For example, this one time I had a really bad internship interview experience, and basically I didn't really realize that it was an interview. This guy that I had reached out to was like, okay, talk to me and we'll see what we can do or whatever. So he never said interview, so I didn't come prepared for an interview. I also went to the wrong location because he gave me no location. So I know, like, in the future, understanding communication skills, understanding, you know, what to ask for before an interview. The third category is relationships, making mistakes in relationships, mostly like friendships, but there's also like romantic relationships. Obviously this is the time where you're probably going to start experimenting more. There's definitely mistakes that I made that I thought I could never recover from, and I thought people would be really mad at me, and they were, but they were like, you know, we're still learning, we all make mistakes, whatever. Understanding that, and also understanding you personally can make mistakes and it's fine because you probably hurt someone. There's nobody in this world who hasn't hurt one person at least. So just understanding that and understanding that people are different, you know? I really learned a lot in college. A lot about all those three categories, a lot about my mistakes, a lot about what to do after you make a mistake and how to fix it and make it better and how to deal with it with maturity, you know? I feel like people who don't go to college, which by the way, no judgment to people who don't go to college, because that was about to be me. People who don't go to college don't get that bubble, and then they're forced to make those mistakes like in the real world. What else are you gonna do after high school? Getting to have that opportunity to make those mistakes was really important for me. Another pro is that you make your best friends in college, I think. And like, if you don't, like, that's completely fine. I really truly think that I made my best friends in college. I always say this because I was about to not go to college. If I didn't go to college, I would never have met best friend, I would never have met Nick, I would never have met those are pretty much my only two friends. I'm just kidding. I have other friends, but like, those are my besties. Also, you just meet a variety of people. I know someone from India. I know people from all over America, people from California, people from Florida, people from my state, people from Colorado, Minnesota, all over the place. You're gonna meet so many people. It just looks like so orange. I also am just having a lot of fun in college, like not having to grow up right away, not having to get a job right out of high school, and not having many responsibilities, but at the same time there are responsibilities that I do have, and I do have to, you know, keep up with those. The freedom you get in college, it is intimidating at first because you're living on your own for the first time, doing things you probably have never done before, but at the same time, highlight is so beautiful. Oh god, wow. I know everybody says, you know, in college, like, I really stepped out of my comfort zone, but it's like almost impossible not to because there's so much new stuff and there's so much new things to do. There's so many new people to meet that it's like, if you don't step out of your comfort zone in college, you literally have spent your entire college career just in your dorm room doing nothing. Like, what are you doing? I know that, you know, mascara makeup is going viral, but I am a girly who needs mascara. Something in my eyes. Not in my eyes. Well, usually it does get in my eyes, but that's irrelevant. But that's kind of it for the pros and cons that I came up with today. If I could get the lip gloss off. So many people are either thinking about committing to a college or going to college. They're thinking about what they want to do with the rest of their life. And all I want to say is that you do not need to be knowing what you exactly want to do with your life at 20 years old. I've kind of figured out what I love to do, which is making videos, but I don't even have it figured all out. Even the girl with a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C does not have it figured all out. The one thing that I will say is don't wish away time. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Enjoy the moment no matter what situation you're put in is really, really important. Do I need setting spray? No, I'm literally gonna take this all off as soon as we're done. We ain't going anywhere. I just messed up my whole under eye. Lovely. That comes to the conclusion of this video. Hopefully you got something out of it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, hopefully you did. Like, comment, and subscribe. I don't mind if the world spins faster. Peace.